Welcome back, guys. I am very excited to say that we do have a penny list this week, and hopefully, it's one that lots of us can score with. But before we get into that, I want to talk a little bit about this memo that's been going around. Sorry about the bad quality. I screenshot it and couldn't refine the post later to go back and pull it up. Now, what this is supposed to be is a memo from corporate sent to the stores. And in short, what the memo is saying is that stores should never be using um, social media posts as if it were a coupon and scanning the post itself to use like it were a coupon or to use as the prices. Now, a couple years ago, when the weighted blankets pennied at Walmart, I know it was all over social media where people were pulling the barcodes, taking a screenshot of the barcodes that have been put on social media, and then scanning them at the register and using that to get the new weighted blankets for the 2 cent price. Now, this was plain and simply theft. The barcode was not the same. That's why they didn't ring up the same. That's why the one rang up full price and the other rang up for 2 cent. Um, but it appears from their email that corporate has had some sort of issues along the same line in order to feel the need to send out this memo to all the stores not to be price matching or using these posts as um, as if they're coupons or legitimate ads. So I just wanted to do a quick reminder that these are people's jobs. These are real people, and I'm sure if this actually occurred in any store, someone lost their job over this. And nobody wants to lose somebody their job over penny items. So just remember your miles may vary and register is king. Whatever it rings up at the register is what it rings up. I absolutely love penny shopping. I love finding this stuff. I like being able to donate this stuff. But I don't think me or any of y'all would consider finding or having penny items worth anybody's job. So just make sure you're respectful and that whatever you're doing is within the Dollar Tree policy. Uh, okay, I'll stop rambling on and get to what y'all came here for. First, I have a couple items that I've been watching. They've been clearance for a while. And before uh, the penny lists were being put out, which I think I've probably only been looking for items off the penny list for maybe 3 months or so. And before that, this is how I was finding all the penny items was the previously discounted items. So these two items have been clearance for a while, so keep an eye out for them, 2 penny. Um, I haven't seen them on any list yet, but hopefully they'll be coming up soon. Now, this is the bulbs. These are ringing up 15 cent. Now, the lists that are coming out only have about 10 of the seeds listed on them that are supposed to turn to a penny Monday. But when the list came out for them to go to 15 cent, it also had very limited SKUs for the seeds that were going to go to 15 cent, and it didn't even have the bulbs on it, at least the list that I saw. So it is general consensus that all of the seeds and all of the bulbs will be going to a penny on Monday. We'll just have to wait to see how accurate that is. Here's another item that has been clearance for a while that I'm watching and hoping will drop eventually here. But as you can see, my store is still fully stocked with all of the seeds. And like I said, the actual lists that I've seen only have probably about 10 different seeds listed on them. But I'm assuming, and with Dollar General, it's typically all of the seeds. And since this is the first year people are allowed to penny shop at Dollar Tree, I'm not sure whether they will all go or not, but since all of them went to 15 cents, we are assuming that all the seeds and bulbs will go to 15 or to a penny on Monday. Now, the only other things so far that have been on the list for Monday as a price change will be the graduation, and they're going to go to 75 cents. And I believe that's only the dated items, so the things that say 2026. The rest of it is supposed to be boxed up and stored away, sent back, whatever they do with their items. Mom was buying some seeds. She's not going to gamble and wait and see if she gets any on Monday. As always, remember to do a nice little tour throughout the store and check previous week's pennied items. Sometimes the things get restocked. I found a couple candles while I was in here today. I'm not even sure when they pennied. Last time I got candles feels like it was months ago, but so do a nice little tour, check the previous penny lists. And remember that these penny lists that are being put out on social media are store specific. These lists were sent to a specific store. So it's not necessarily going to penny at your store, though a lot of them do. And it's pretty high probability that these seeds and bulbs will penny at all stores. But unless you're getting your store specifically's penny list, then there's no guarantee that these are going to be a penny at your store. So the best you can do is go in Monday morning and check them. Remember that there is a delay on the app sometimes, so the app might still show the sales price instead of them showing a penny. So if you have a scanner, definitely take them and check them at the scanner. And always check them at the scanner anyway, even if you're checking with your phone first. Before you go to the register, double check at the scanner and make sure they are scanning up a penny. Don't just rely on the product not found, because that does come up for multiple reasons, not just when they're a penny. Don't forget to check your Halloween section. There is still a lot of items coming in to that section. Unfortunately, I didn't find any good finds, except for I know those witches' hats there are still coming up, product not found, but this is a store that does not sell the error codes for a penny. So, but make sure to check that section. Okay, almost gave up, and then we saw this here. So, these ones are a penny. Let's go, actually I'll go show you on the thing. Let's go check a couple other ones too. Let's see. That one is not. Okay, so just this one. And the calendars are still there.